Do you know what a security service division is? And did you know you could do it? What's going on, everybody? It's Jazz the CEO back with another YouTube video, and this time we're talking about a lane of security that a lot of people might not know exists and that you could get into, and that is good money in there. So have you ever heard of a security service division? No? Yeah? Okay, let's get into exactly what it is. So in the security industry, there's a lot of different ways to make money, a lot of different ways to elevate your career. And one of the ways I tell my young people to do this is getting into government security. Government security pays well. It's a set schedule. Security Service Division, SSD, generally refers to a government or organizational unit focused on physical security, law enforcement support, and facility protection. So you know what it is? It's like those people at the courthouses, or it's like the people at any government entity that's sitting at the desk or wanding you down or taking your stuff. So I always tell people government security is where you can make some good money at as an officer, even as an owner. If you get a government contract, that's also where some good money is. So here's some examples. You can work for the U.S. Secret Service. You can work at the USDA Security Services Division, DCDGS Protective Services Division, DOI Internal Security Division, or Montgomery County Police Security Service Division. Now, this one is actual local to me. This is in Maryland. So there's a lot of federal ones, and then there's some entities where you can work local in your area. So you have to look up what security service divisions are there in my state or in my city or in my area, because then you might find something, and then the next thing you know, job postings will pop up and you can look for that. Here's a few things that you would be in charge of as someone who works at a security services division. That's safety and security, which is the primary focus of that building. Sometimes a lot of different buildings at one time. If you're the person watching the cameras, you're watching that personnel structure of the police and other government entities that might reside inside of there, work out of there, and you're physically securing that building. You might even have some law enforcement responsibilities. Then you are in control of emergency response. So that might be when a call comes through for fire or for police, you might be in charge of unlocking a certain door from your computer, from your desk, from your system. You know, everyone is different, but these are just things that you might be in charge of if you go this route and doing this kind of work in security. And then you might be in charge of comprehensive security strategies that support the SOPs of the police. It just depends on what county, what state, and what department you're working under and for. Me personally, I worked under Homeland Security and Security Services Division, and it was a great experience for later in life becoming an owner and an instructor. So this is where you can get a lot of comprehensive training also that is out of pocket, free. No cost out of pocket, because the government contractor or the government itself is paying to train you for these different jobs. And that's where you kind of can get some initial training and take it with you in the future on your future endeavors. So this is just another tool you can use to maintain training certifications, continue your growth in the industry, and also this is a revenue stream or a job stream that people don't really talk about. Getting these jobs that people stay at for years. Most of the time when you think of security, you're thinking maybe on the mall security side, or you're thinking the tactical outdoors doing events kind of side. But there's a whole government side of this industry, and this is just one of those things. So if you're thinking about getting into security and you want something super steady, think about the Security Services Division. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share this video. We'll be dropping more security industry information on this page. Thank you for tuning in. And if you want to talk about this a little bit more and talk about how to grow your career in security, you should definitely join my community. The description will be in the link. And we are in there, some owners, some firearm instructors, private detectives, company owners and security operators from all over the world are in this one community, sharing resources, information, answering questions. And we have live coffee chats every Monday at 11:30, and you'll be able to ask me questions personally. So definitely, if you're thinking of getting into the security industry or you're thinking of getting into security service division, definitely check us out. The link will be in the description. Hope to see you there.